Hello. Happy Friday to you. Whoops. Okay. So, it's flip through Friday. I mentioned it in the videos I've released for CreativeChaos this week, and I hope that you'll enjoy the flip through. I made these 2 journals out of this fun leafy fabric, which I actually still have some left, so I could make more journals, or maybe I'll put the fabric in the sale. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I am absolutely in love with it. Without the front piece, it looks like this. Although this is the one I'm keeping for myself because I made a big boo-boo on it. It just says leaves are falling, leaves are falling. I absolutely fell in love with it at the thrift store, and I bought it. The front pieces are from a photography book, and the guy does art. He takes pictures of all seasons in different locations and stuff like that. So on this one, it's got this gnarly tree, and this one has got the birch trees, and then there are some pine trees in the background that it's fun to see them back there. So we'll flip through this one first. That one's mine, and then we'll flip through this one. It's going to be the one for sale. They're made both out of those hanging file folders. This one happens to have, the hangy thing came off and I could pull it out. A lot of times you just have to cut them off, so you don't get to keep this little extra bit. So the sizes are a little bit different. This one that I'm keeping, and I'll tell you why. It's perfectly made, but when I stuck down the cover image, I didn't look first carefully, and I put it on upside down. So now the book is upside down. And it doesn't matter that much, but you can see that, I had used this kind of spooky woods image on the inside because I felt like it gave kind of a fall vibe. And so now that's upside down. They were both going to be for sale originally, but I do need a new journal coming up. They're pretty easy to make, but this will be my new one. And so this one is not in centimeters, Amy. The fabric hangs over, so I'm trying to get it's 9 inches across, and so it's 9 by 9. And on this one, I've got a spine that is 3/4 of an inch, I think. One is a 1/2 inch and one is 3/4 of an inch. This one has a 1/2 inch spine. This one has a 3/4 inch spine. You can see right there. So I'm going to move this one out of the way while we discuss this one. In the theme of most of my journals, let's see. I'm going to get it opened up here and see if I can get most of this on the screen for you. Maybe if I push it up a little bit and to the side a little bit. I think that'll work for us, yeah? It's pretty close. Okay, so like I said, I put this fabric in here, and I left this exposed because it's a nice, fun detail. It's a single signature, and I did not write down the page count. So quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 pages for this one. So that's 17, that's 34, right? Is 68 sides. All right. And I tried to pick like fall colored papers and fall colored trims. So you know me, it's a semi-naked for me. I don't do a bunch of tucks and pockets. Sometimes I'll put in images ahead of time. You guys have also my journals. This is my current one that I'm using. made out of an old music book. And I put all kinds of, but I don't normally have pockets in my journals. And you can see even on I usually put some stuff in first. And this time I put a bunch of lacy trim and I think I used a zipper. But you can see I don't put something on every page. And the journal is mostly for writing. It could be easily converted for use as a creative daily journal. You'd get, several months out of it, obviously, with 84 sides. Or you could use it several, Octobers in a row, or several Augusts in a row, or several Septembers in a row, whatever. It could go for November because of the leaf pattern. Piece of dyed parchment here with some burgundy lace. I love the tiny rickrack. Love, love, love it. So you won't find trim on every page. But I went back and I put in more trim because I was just in love with it. So this is a piece of that sage paper, a little bit of off-white trim there. The fan is going, so it's blowing stuff. This side we've got this brown and white on the, and I'll use a jelly roll pen to write on this page. And then this fun, it's kind of it's almost yellow, but not quite, like almost an ochre color, but it doesn't quite get there. And I like it with the brown paper. This is some olive green. You all know ledger paper, and it's upside down, obviously, because I put that cover image. Some trim with some owls on it. Excuse my scratchy voice. I haven't been talking much, actually. So over here we've got fabric. This is some other fall fabric. I love it with the, they just tore off a strip and did it. This is some brown trim on this light orange paper, which is coming up in a sale. It's different from the coral paper. It's a different shade. More of I really like these owls on this green background. Another piece of a fall fabric here that I tore strips off of. Some pom-pom trim on this lovely purple piece. Here we go with some olive. And I hinged papers together when I didn't have ones that were big enough with some large yellow rickrack. There's some more of that little. I love the small trims for this book. I don't normally do gathered lace in journals, but I just felt like it was the right thing for this page. And this is a very light burgundy. It's somewhere between purple and burgundy. It was one of those kind of off batches a while back. This is the falling leaves with some orange frilly trim on it. Here, up here, large brown rickrack. This is a piece of trifold paper that I got from Carla, actually. And I glued two of them together. It's hinged with some nice brown lace there. And it looks good with the yellow, with the orange behind it. Just like that. The light's not the best this morning, but I seem to have some flickering. We've seen this before. I used this in another personal journal, the one before this one, I think. I have a whole roll of it, and I've just been doling it out a little bit at a time because I love it. Some more of this off-white trim on this lavender paper with sparkle, and then some more of the pom-pom trim here. This was supposed to be the top, but I got zipper pieces from that trip to Phoenix. This was at SAS, the lace store. But it looks okay at the bottom, and it doesn't stick out of the journal itself. So it's not going to impede if I wanted to stack it like that. It's not going to keep me from doing that. And then we're just going back the other way. I didn't exclusively use the same trim on both sides, but on a lot of pages I did. So I went with orange here on the pink just for fun. Some more of that brown trim. I think I'm almost out of this. It was edging on a pillowcase, and I dyed it in coffee, but this stuff is all synthetic that didn't take the dye, and I just thought it was a fun look for it on this falling leaves paper. I use damaged papers in both journals because I found that I really love the look of a damaged. I love the layered effect. I will sometimes ink the edges on that. This is like a fuzzy wired trim. And then we're back to some of that dark floral fabric that I thought was good for fall. Some more. I really like and I'm almost out of the. I say almost. I still have a pretty good size piece, but you know, some olive green trim here on this music paper. A little bit more of that owls, pom-pom. And then we've got a light brown piece of trim covering up the page is upside down. More owls. This is just a thin brown with some stitching down the middle. Some lacy off-white. This is coffee dyed, a tea dyed maybe. This is almost white on this sage paper. This is the parchment paper. It's hinged. And I dyed this with coral. This is the coral dyed. I just stuck it in there to see what happened, and it came out really bright orange. Some more of that fuzzy wired trim. A little bit more of that floral with the brown background. And then there's the end. So that is going to be my next personal journal. I love the tree. I love the birch trees too. I had actually considered keeping the book because it's closer to the size I use, but that's upside down. My original intent was to sell them both because I thought somebody might enjoy, because you could use it for a glue book. You could definitely use it for a writing journal. They last a while. There's the signature there. It is a 1/2 inch spine. This one is, let's go with inches, Amy. We can do this. Ooh. Or I could throw it on the floor. You know, one of those things. Oh look. Fell on the floor. All right, so this one is, ooh, I can do this. 7.5 by, hold on, I gotta push it down where the fabric goes over. So 7.5 by 10 and 1/4. So this one is taller and skinnier, and I love the birch trees. They're so beautiful in the fall. I mean, they're pretty the rest of the year, and they're awesome in the winter because they lose their leaves. And okay, so on this one I put this fabric over here. It's got the moon and some writing, and then on the other side it's the same paper, but I took it's 2 sheets of the same, and this one has stars here, because the night sky in the winter and the fall. I thought it was a nice with the orange leaf paper. And on the back, you can see the fabric. So you could add a title of your own. I don't like to pre-name things because you're going to get it and you're going to use it. And whatever name I give it might not work for you. So mine are all, you can add in pockets and tucks and belly bands and journaling cards and all kinds of stuff. You could take this and glue it down and make it into a pocket. There's a lot of flexibility here. It's up to your imagination. I like to provide kind of a blank slate, more or less. In this case, I did put quite a bit of trim on the papers just because I was having so much fun with it. So we started this one with a purple piece, and then we've got an olive green, and it's got, a little flip out. We go right into a nice bright orange paper with some olive trim on it. You can see it's got like a little scallop pattern to it. And then over here we have some tea-dyed paper with the orange fringy trim. Oh, this is it was like I hinged these together. They're not quite 8x8. It's almost 8x8. It's out of a paper pad. So this one is lined. I think the other one is a grid or something like that. We'll know when we get to the other side. I used a piece of zipper trim here on this olive paper. I thought the color of the orange was cool with the green. So you could glue that down and treat it as a pocket. You could write here and then another, make a list of something here, your favorite playlist or movies you watched or TV shows. I like these little pieces for making lists of things, your favorite books or whatever. On this falling leaves, we've got this nice brown piece of trim, a little bit of the skinny yellow rickrack. We've got our burgundy here on this piece of music paper. This is a very, very faint blue. It's out of my stash with some of that light fall leaf paper. It's a different fabric just hanging out there on the edge. Ledger paper, and that's got the dark kind of rainbow trim. This is the dark sage with some of the white. It's just I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a thin white piece of trim. I hinged together 2 of those Think Dream Plan papers, and they're grid on one side, plan on the back. For those of you that bought some, you already know that. A nice chocolate brown, and that's 2 of those 8.5 by 11 sheets hinged together. But another nice flippy outy page. This is the same paper from my journal. It's not burgundy, but it's not purple. With some of this, I actually tea-dyed this special for this. I took the time, and it took a couple days, and dyed some lace for it. That's that trim with the wire in it that's a little fuzzy. This is a coffee dyed piece. There's some more of that. So that zipper was long. I don't know what it was from, but it was a really long zipper. Here we got a nice lavender with some sparkle on it. And again, I love to use the damaged papers. I think they bring character. This is a piece of that trifold. So formerly it was trifold to stick into an envelope. And it's hinged 2 of them together like that. There's a piece of that trim that I showed you in mine. And we got a little corner. Some brown at the top there. And that's the middle, and then we'll be going back the other way. Same with this journal. I did mostly put the same, but not all of it has the same stuff. If you like, I can include a little bit of extra trim for the one that's for sale. I didn't put as much in because I thought, you might want to add your own fabrics, your own trims that might coordinate with the papers. So I didn't want to put it everywhere. There's the other side of that brown piece. Love that brown paper. When I write on these in my personal journal, I do use a jelly roll pen, but you can use a paint pen or a silver pen. You can even write on it with ink, although I find it a little hard to read with just regular ink, and that's why I use there's the other side of the Think Dream Plan paper. A piece of that dark sage with the small white trim. This is the inside of the ledger paper here that's coffee dyed, so it was pretty grungy. This is the other side of the light blue. I love these fabrics. I do. Again, the burgundy falling leaves. There's a piece of that darker fabric. Yep, and this is the other side of that 8x8 paper with the owls. They've got another corner chomp, and this one has, it's a little damaged, but I like to think they give the journals character, and this is hinged in with the olive trim. And then we've got a little, see how we had a little piece of that left? So I used it kind of as a tabby piece. And then our purple paper. So that is the journal, and this one will be for sale. It'll be in the next video sale, but if you're interested in reserving it before that, just let me know. You send me an email. My email is always in the description box. Thank you for watching the video all the way through. I hope that you guys have had an awesome day. I know it's a little late to say it now, but always feel free, and in this type of video, to put it on double speed. It does affect my watch time. However, I know not everybody has 20 minutes to spend on just to flip through. So never feel bad if you want to like make me sound like a chipmunk. I understand it's hysterical. So yeah, if you're interested, shoot me an email or send me a message on Facebook, whatever works for you. Otherwise, it'll be in the next video sale, which is coming up. I hope you guys are having, like I said, a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you at a live, oh wait, it's the, yeah, no, this is coming out on Friday. I'm filming it on Thursday, but it's coming out on Friday morning. So I'll be live tonight. If you see this ahead of time, I may be working on the serial killer. I really don't know. It's been so many Fridays. We might just spend it dinking around and chatting, but I'll at least pull out the serial killer journal and we'll attempt to work on it. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. You are amazing, fun, beautiful people, and I love being able to spend time with you, and I have missed you all in my absence. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. Oh, let me get the other journal up there. Yay, journals finished. Woohoo! Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. The end.